Greetings, and welcome back, gentles and ladiesmen, to another fantastic Mr. Fox episode of Exo Plays Super Mario 64 DS for the Nintendo PMS. In the last episode, we wrapped up with Snowman's Land, and we got to play around with Yoshi a little bit more and have some fun with that. But yeah, here's the point. We're gonna switch to Luigi and never look back. Well, maybe I'll have to play as Mario to get to the final boss, and I think there's one secret star that we need to play as Mario. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, for the most part, for the rest of the actual big levels in this game, we are going to be playing as just Luigi. How about Wet Dry World? It's right there, so we might as well do that. Luigi swims the fastest, so he's the obvious choice for a water level. This level's actually pretty good, in my opinion. Because, you know, it's just like, I guess I was kind of on a streak in the last part of kind of suggesting that the back half of Super Mario 64 maybe wasn't as good as the first. Like, I think the best level in this game, or the best levels in this game, would include this stage, because it's so open, and there's so many ways to get from place to place. It's like, what I like to call it the, God, what do I call it? The Whomp's Fortress School of Level Design, where it's just like there's so many different ways to get from one place to another. You know, and that makes it so much easier to, you know, even if the level keeps repeating and stuff, you know, there are different ways to get from place to place to make it faster. You don't have to walk through a bunch of linear hallways or anything like that, like we had to do for Hazy Mazy Cave and, what was that other level? Dire Docks, that's the one. So Lethal Lava Land's pretty good in that regard too. But I like Wet Dry World for a similar reason, because there are many different ways to get from place to place, and because we're playing as Luigi, we have even more options. Because this level has the water level gimmick, or level has the water level gimmick rather. And as you can see, there's certain parts of the level we can't reach normally without raising the water level a certain amount. But if you're Luigi, you can just fucking jump up there, and you don't have to mess with the water level at all, which is fun. You know, it's like I keep saying, the fun of Luigi is that he's broken as all hell. Admittedly, it did take me a few tries to get up here. Now that we're up here, we're pretty much all set, fam. So we're gonna go ahead and walk around this post, which would be much easier to do if I could fucking see. Let's see. There we go, and because of Luigi's bigger jump, he can do a triple jump up here. And we are just gonna go ahead and knock out the 100 coin star before I forget again. And this, oh, and as you can see, this is like the one level in the game that kept the secret system from the first game. Or, I'm sorry, the original version, where there were certain things where when you hit them, the little number would pop out. I don't know, it was never my favorite mechanic in the original Super Mario 64, but it was kind of weird that they took it out, I guess. And, you know, okay, I feel like I should have gotten hurt there, but I didn't. So go ahead and jump up here. Let's just, God, I can't get over how good Luigi's backflip is. This level, you might think, would be kind of tricky to get 100 coins in, but from my experience, it's relatively painless. Like, we're already halfway there, and we haven't even gotten to there's like a second area of the stage, and guess what? Guess what character can reach the second part of the stage without having to do it the normal way? That's right, that would be Luigi-on. Let's see, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get rid of this Wario cap I've got here. Alright, so then here are a whole bunch more. And we're already up to 83 coins, and we still have not gone to the second part of the stage yet. There's still plenty of places left to get some more coins. Okay, I feel like I definitely should have gotten that. Alright, you really are gonna make me push this fucking block all the way over there, aren't you, video game? Okay. Alright, so let's go hit this guy real quick. Come on, Wario, hit the damn block. Alright, we're already up to 93 coins. I only need a few left, and I think we can actually get it over here. With these blocks over there. And we'll go ahead and break those. 3 more. And with this block over here, we'll be done. We'll have our 100 coin star already. So this level's not too bad in terms of 100 coin stars and whatnot. And I say we get the star with the 5 secrets, since we already got like 3 of the secrets anyway. I know, the only problem with that is that some of them are in blocks, but there's like no difference between which blocks give you secrets and which are just there for coins. By the way, I think this is the first time we've met the flip tray enemies. I don't know what they're... Oh, I already got it. Okay. I don't think they're actually called flip trays, that's just what I call them because, you know, they have a little tray and they flip you. Alright, there we go. I guess that's not good enough to make me drop my cap. I don't know why it is that you can't just manually take the cap off. You have to, like, get hit. So if you're playing as the best character in the game and you get the cat for the worst character in the game, which isn't Mario, it's Wario from earlier, then you're stuck with that character in this level if you already killed off all the water bug guys. I think they're called... No, the scuttlebugs are the little guys that look like bees with spider legs. But they both have suction cup feet, so it makes it kind of difficult. I don't know, I think those blue guys are inspired by the same real-life bugs that Surskits are inspired by. I don't know. While we're here, why don't we go ahead and unlock the cannon? You know, as long as the thing's all the way up, we might as well. Because believe me, even though we... What the hell, where is he? I guess he doesn't spawn until later in the stage, so... I guess I could go get the top of the town real quick. Shouldn't be that difficult. Probably faster to get that one than to, like, drain the thing and then, you know... Because depending on how you jump into the wet-dry world painting, that'll affect which star or what water level it will be when you enter the stage. And once again, Luigi win. Luigi is the win button in this game. I'm fine with that. I think he's fun. I have fun breaking the platforming sections with his jumps. And, you know, if you don't like it, you could play as Mario. You know, the whole dominant strategy thing applies, but still. Ah, shit, I think I accidentally raised the water level again. Oh well. Actually, no. It's at the perfect level. So, I don't know, I think a long jump fills it all the way up, and a regular jump just makes it halfway. And I don't know how you get it to be any lower than that, from just jumping into it. Ooh. We made it. Okay, so now we have shocking arrow lifts. What the hell, I'll do it the real way. So as you can see, there are these... Come on, game. You're annoying me with this shit. As you can see, there are these tiny arrow lifts. And you're supposed to walk from one to one. I'm sure there are ways that you can cheese this as Mario in the original game, but that's how you're actually supposed to do it. Since we're playing as Luigi, I could have just flown over there, pretty much. So, yeah. That's one more star for our collection. We only got 47 left, folks. Only got 47 left, and at this rate, if we keep completing one level per part, should only take us like a couple more weeks to beat this game, at this rate. Alright, so looks like we have Express Elevator Hurry Up as our next star. And once again, always plays Luigi in water, because he swims so much faster than everyone else. I mean, it's just, I had to grab a little Mario 64 footage for the Luigi's Mansion roar. And it's just like feeling how slow the swimming was in the original, when I'm so used to Luigi now, was kind of like mind-boggling just a little bit. It's like there's no easy way to position the camera here. Alright, so we have Express Elevator Hurry Up. In the original version, the way that you're supposed to beat this challenge here, you're supposed to get kind of like... I'm sure that there's a way with the flip trays and whatnot to get up here without raising the water level, you know? Besides using Luigi to cheat. but it's much easier to handle this if you do it while the level is dry down here. So you jump on the other end of this platform to lower it, and if there's water, you gotta swim around, which takes longer. Then you go all the way down to the bottom, go through the little hole, jump on the other side of the platform, and ride it all the way up. And because Luigi can get up there very easily without having to raise the water level, it makes it that much easier. Like I said, if you're playing the original, you can use flip trays, or maybe it doesn't take as long to swim through there as I might guess. Alright, so we're gonna go to town. Or much like D. Bradley Baker might say, get out of town! Because he has that really nasally voice. Like, if you've ever seen The Legend of Korra, Season 1, which unfortunately gives people a bad impression of the series, because I think it's better than The Last Airbender, personally. I like both shows, mind you, but I thought that, in terms of expanding the world of the Avatar universe, that Korra did a really good job with that. And, you know, of course, I thought the kind of the political drama and stuff was kind of interesting, too. There's a lot of great aspects to Korra, is the point. But lots of people, especially my family, have only seen, like, the first season, which is, like, the worst part of the whole show. It's like, Korra is a show that got better and better with every season. Like, Season 3 and Season 4, I think most people would agree, were the best seasons in the show. And that Season 3 was, like, when the show went from good to really damn good. Because it had I don't know, I guess the plot was a little more straightforward, but I don't know why I'm talking about this. Nope, I completely forgot why I started talking about that. Oh well. So we're going downtown, and as you can see, Luigi can just fucking do his backflip into that little cage in the corner, so we don't need to use stuff like we don't need to use the cannon to get over here like we would in the original game. Just fine by me, because it means that there's less shit I have to swim through in this little passage here to get down to the city itself. So if you need more coins, like, I showed that you can easily get 100 coins just from the top area, if you know what you're doing, but if you need more, there are more down here, so yeah, so generally that's what I would recommend, is get as many coins as you can in the upper level, then come down here, because once you get down here, you can't get out, you can't jump back up that cage, and there are 2 stars here that you can get, so I have a couple chances. Alright, we gotta be a bit more careful here. Okay. That's 1. You can ground pound these blocks. Now, it's gonna be a bit tricky getting up there, I suppose, because, you know, in the original version, I just wall jump. And thankfully, I know the little trick with Lakitu to get the camera to lock in place so I can actually focus on wall jumping. Like, the wall jump camera in the original game is, like, awful. If you've ever tried wall jumping in the original Mario 64, I don't know, wall jumping in the original game is kind of finicky, is the point. Like, it's not just that you have to press the button right away, it's also that the camera keeps moving around. Whereas if you were playing, like, Galaxy or Sunshine or even Odyssey, you know what I mean? It's, the camera, like, will, like, follow you left to right, but not, like, turn left and right. Whereas in the original version of this game, the camera, like, keeps moving all over the place, and you could barely see what you're doing. Which is kind of a problem when you're expected to press the jump button against the wall, like, immediately as you touch it. Otherwise you bounce off, so... I mean, once again, Luigi to the rescue. Made that star really easy. Barely a problem whatsoever. Which is fine by me. I mean, like, at this rate, we're gonna finish this level and still have time to spare in this episode. So we got quick race through downtown. Which, my guess would be... actually, I think it was in the original, but the rules are a little bit different this time because of how power-ups work in the DS version of this title. So let's go ahead and... oh my god. Fine, I'll go around the long way, Goomba. Jeez. Alright. Go ahead and jump up here. I guess right now I'm thinking about when I'm gonna start going after the rabbits, and it's gonna be kind of like a... it's gonna be kind of a thing where I have to like run all around the hub world and get them. I think what I'll probably do is do that in post, or do a post playthrough of that, make that almost like an extra video after the playthrough. I don't think you get any sort of special ending if you have 150 stars. I've gotten 150 a couple times before, so it's not like I haven't done it. Just I've never bothered to beat Bowser again after that. It's kind of annoying that the Galaxy games make you fight the final boss again before you can see like the full ending of the game. Come to think of it, Super Mario Sunshine... Actually, no, Super Mario Sunshine doesn't force you to fight it twice. Because in Galaxy 1, you have to defeat Bowser to unlock the purple Comet Coins. And in Galaxy 2, you have to defeat him to unlock World S. So it's like, no matter what you do in those games, you're forced to fight Bowser twice. In both cases. Well, technically in Galaxy 1, if you want to get 242 stars, you have to fight Bowser 4 times. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I don't care what anyone says. Green stars are better than Super Luigi Galaxy. I don't even like green stars that much. I really like Galaxy 2, and even I think that the green stars are something I don't really want to replay all that much. But then again, I'd much rather play that than just do the same game again. All the same stars, except as Luigi. You know what I mean? And it's like their equivalent. Like, I consider those doing Mario Galaxy and Luigi Galaxy back to back, plus the 2 Mushroom Kingdom stars to be 200%. Actually, we'll make that like 204.5% or whatever. However, you know, 200% plus however much percentage a single 2 stars are worth added on to that. You guys get the point. And, you know, I consider green stars the same in Galaxy 2 to be the same thing, because both games have a level that you can't unlock until you get 240 stars. And then you get 2 more stars, and then you have full completion. But it's like whenever I replay Galaxy 1 or 2, I just go to 120. That feels like 100% to me. I feel like I've gotten a complete experience out of that, and I'm satisfied with it. Actually, let's go and visit that Bob-omb from earlier who wasn't there. As you can see, there is... Oh, good lord! Oh, that's right! They moved the red Bob-omb for this version of the game. I always forget that. The place where the Star Sphere is where this Bob-omb would normally be, so... And yes, you do need the cannon to get the Silver Star in the middle of the stage, up above top of the town. Like you can see, it's sitting up there. We can't get that even with Luigi's backflip. Maybe with a well-timed triple jump you could do it, but I know it's kind of hard to see what you're doing to try to get up there, and you know you don't have that much room to maneuver, and it's possible that you could accidentally get the other star that's up there and get booted out of the stage. So, all right, let's see if I can make this shot. And I will say, aiming with the cannon is a little bit easier in this remake, because you can because ironically it's one aspect where using a D-pad makes it undisputably better, at least in my opinion. Because you try to aim with the analog stick in the original, and the cannon just goes all over the place. But because this is, you know, using a button that's either on or it's off, you know what I mean? It's just, it goes a little bit slower, so you can like tap the button, line it up the way you want, instead of having to jerk the stick all over the place until it finally ends up where you want. So, yeah, I like, the cannon to me is just like that slightest bit better on this version of the game. Alright, our star just showed up. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I think you guys could tell that I'm a little bit tuckered after all the week I spent editing that review. It was... God, that was editing hell. I gotta say, I really gotta start shortening up these reviews, or maybe splitting them into multiple parts or something. I know that people say that... Because it's one of those things where people say that they want certain things, but then you give them what they ask for, and then then they don't like it or complain about it. You know what I mean? It's like the example I always go back to is on GameArix, we did a poll asking people what game they wanted to see us play, and Bayonetta won. You know, well, the first Bayonetta game won the poll, I mean. Okay, so we'll go play Bayonetta, and then nobody watched it. Like, it got even worse viewership than usual, so it's like people think they know what they want, but then when you give it to them, they don't like it. Another example is Jay's Reviews. You know, asked his subscribers whether they liked having his long reviews in one segment or two. I think Retropolis Zone did the same thing, and people are always like, give me one segment! Then you do one segment, and then not as many people watch as if you do multiple segments. Or rather, it's because it's just one video versus many, it looks like less people watch, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, you guys get the point. Join me in the next episode, and we'll play Tall Tall Mountain. I'm feeling up for Tall Tall Mountain. So until then, I'm Exo, and I'll see you guys then.